toxic women have learned how to weaponize their beauty to manipulate men. While it's certainly true, sinful men objectify women's bodies and just turn sexuality into an object to be pursued, it's also true that worldly women are allowing themselves to be objects as a way of manipulating the men to get to do what they want them to do. Now, I'm not saying it's not a man's fault when he sexualizes and lusts after a woman, and some women aren't doing anything to tempt a man to do that. And even if she is, it's still the man's job not to lust after her. But there are plenty of godless women who know exactly what they're doing, and they know how to use their bodies as a way of manipulating and controlling men. They know that a man is visually stimulated, so they really lean into this evil thing that's talked about in Proverbs 31 verse 30. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Some women reason, if I can get a man to do what I want, then I must be beautiful. Her fear of not being beautiful gets twisted into an evil desire to prove that she is beautiful by controlling men and breaking their hearts. Notice what 1 Peter 3, 1-6 states. Likewise, wives, be subject to your own husbands, so that even as some do not obey the word, they may be won without a word by the conduct of their wives, when they see your respectful and pure conduct. Do not let your adorning be external, the braiding of hair and the putting on of gold jewelry, or the clothing you wear, but let your adorning be the hidden person of the heart, with the imperishable beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which in God's sight is very precious. For this is how the holy women who hoped in God used to adorn themselves, by submitting to their own husbands, as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, and you are her children, if you do good and do not fear anything that is frightening. Notice how Peter emphasizes beauty when talking to wives. Many people misinterpret this passage and think Peter's telling women not to be externally beautiful, but that's not what he said. Peter is actually telling women how to rightly adorn themselves. To adorn means to beautify. Peter said women should try not to beautify themselves through worldly means. Rather, their external beauty should be an overflow of their internal beauty. Women can still wear jewelry, dress nice, and braid their hair, but they should not be doing these things to make themselves beautiful. Rather, they should only do these things as a way of expressing the inner beauty they possess because of Christ in them. So in summary of this point, godless, worldly women have learned how to weaponize their sexual beauty and their physical appearance to control men, whereas a godly woman has learned how to have an internal beauty that then is expressed through her external beauty through the grace that God has given her.